Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Natural TV. We're now at the important place of health, the Ministry of Health in Turkey, and the departments of Ushas. And we're now with Mr. Mehmet Ali Kılıçkaya, the General Manager of Ushas, and we will learn all of the questions about the health, the success of the Turkey in health and the pandemic. As you know, the coronavirus pandemic. We have so many questions. I'm going to present this special report with my colleague Fanny Sesima. And first of all, hello, how are you?
Thank you very much. Welcome to Minister of Health and welcome to Ushas.
Thank you, thank you so much. So I would like to ask my first question. What is the expansion of Ushas and why was it established?
Ushas, the International Health Services Company. Name of the extension of Ushas is this International Health Services Company, and this is a company established by law. This is very unique and different. And the owner of this company is Minister of Health, and the main working area of this company to promote the Turkish health system in general. Basically to deal with the health tourism. This is the main body of this organization. And secondly, to supply medical devices, medical equipments and other consumables to the outside world. There are two main areas of our company, basically.
That's great. So we are in the important place of the health tourism, and we are at the right place, I think.
Yes, and if how shall I say, the features of this organization expands in the whole world, it means you are expanded in Africa too. So my question is gonna be, what are the activities of the organization in Africa? What do you do exactly in the continent?
This company is quite new, but young and dynamic. This is very important. And in our agenda, we set certain targets to open branches all over the world. Since Turkey made so much investment in health system and made so much success in last decades, and we have very talented doctors. We have so much investment like city hospitals, both public and private hospitals. Both public sector made investment in the health system and private sector also made in health system. Therefore, we have very good infrastructure to promote. This is very important.
Yes.
And the Ushas established to promote this system of the Turkey. And in order to do so, we set a strategy to open branches. For example, we have, before the COVID epidemic, we have already started to open these branches. For example, we have in England, we have in Germany, we have in Russia, we have in Middle East, we have in Middle Asia. Of course, we have several branches Africa. We are giving very much importance to the African countries. For example, we have a very good relationship with the Djibouti and Sudan, Somalia, and before the epidemic, my last visit was to Nigeria. Also, my colleague visited to Senegal and Morocco. And therefore, in the very near future, we are planning to open branches, not just the named countries, but also the other countries in Africa as well. Since, as you know, Turkey and Africa has very good relationship.
Yes.
And we are giving very much importance to the Africa, and we want to open our health capacity to the African friends, and through our own branches, through our own organization, we want to do this. And for example, we have already rented the places. We have already made some communication with the related organization and related governmental organization in those countries. If, for example, we open branches in Nigeria, we not only promote the Turkish health system, we will also make some patient transfer organizations in a very organized system to take the patients from the Nigeria to the Turkey. And also we want to help those countries' health system and health ministries, whatever they need. And we will do this through our own branches, through our own personnels.
That's great. So we all know, and the world has seen the success of the health system in Turkey. And I would like to ask you, could you evaluate Turkey's potential in the domain of health?
As I said, Turkey, not only during this COVID area, but also before the COVID era, Turkish health system is very successful. One of the leading destinations in health tourism, the top 5 countries in the world. And in Turkey, almost all branches are very successful. And for example, oncology, orthopedy, and cardiovascular operations and surgeries, and almost all branches in Turkey are doing very well. And when we focus the COVID, again, Turkey made so much success on this. I will come later,
Yes.
but through how can I say, consultancies, through ideas, exchange of ideas, through open branches and hospitals, we can help African countries. And the Ushas is the main organization to promote and to expand this capacity of the health system of the Turkey. And through our legislation, Ushas has certain privileges, and therefore you are in the right place to communicate and to learn the capacity and how can we cooperate with these countries in Africa.
That's great.
As far as I understand from all those features that you've just cited about the USAID objectives, it means USAID is mainly, not mainly, but partly, if we can say, focused in health tourism. So what are the, how does it work in that domain? What are its features and its goals in the domain?
Not only health tourism, but I said also to supply the medical devices, and I will come later.
Yeah.
But when we focus the health tourism, in our law, we can. It is said that the USAID can do direct contract, direct intermediary activities through their counterparts, and as in Africa, the health system is not sufficient, as far as I know. It should be developed. It should be developed. During this area, during this period, first, the patient could be treated in Turkey, in our hospitals. Under Ushas umbrella, there are both public hospitals and private hospitals. Since Ushas is the company of the Minister of Health, that means all the public hospitals under the Ushas umbrella. And in that case, for example, we are also selecting some pilot hospitals to first serve these patients. For example, we have a city hospital and a well-known hospital in Istanbul. The patients could came Istanbul, for example, and through Ushas cars and through Ushas personnel, we are welcoming them in the airports and taking them to the hospitals. After the treatment done, then we are returning back to the his or her own country. And the whole services are done by the Ushas. Again, in Ankara, in Antalya, in other places and in other cities, all the public hospitals are operated by, the foreign services of these hospitals are operated by Ushas. As you know, in Turkey, in the public hospitals, there are latest technologies.
Mhm.
There are very well-known doctors and well-equipped health persons, health people. Therefore, we are promoting these public hospitals. At the same time, not only public, but also the private hospitals could also work under the Ushas umbrella.
Mhm.
For example, if certain private hospitals could come to Ushas and want to work with our company, we can also direct our patients to those hospitals. That means if in our branches we will serve to our friends, our patients. These are the options.
Mhm.
These are the doctors. These are the hospitals. Whatever you choose, we will serve under the Ushas guarantee.
Well, that's great. So, as we always saying from our daily news and with you, that the Turkey is now at the top 5 countries in the health tourism and in health. So, in the beginning, we said that after the success rate of the Turkey's fighting against the pandemic and the other health system. So, I would like to ask from our viewers like to hear from the right person, and as we're at the right place. Why should Africa choose Turkey in health sector?
Mhm. During the COVID era, it is shown that most of the developed countries' health system, as you see, collapsed.
Yes, that's right.
You see, but the Turkey passes this area very successfully.
Mhm.
And why is that so? The main reason of this, to Turkey's health system and infrastructure capacity. We have very good infrastructure in Turkey, and also the measures to deal with this pandemic are taken very strictly, and by the leadership of the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan,
Mhm.
and also our Minister Dr. Fahrettin Koca. All the measures are taken very wisely, and the nation obey these measures very strictly. This is the reason why Turkey achieved this pandemic very successfully. And also, as you know, in Turkey there is a Science Council,
Mhm.
and all the leadership obeys the Science Council decisions, and all the things are done very scientifically in Turkey.
Mhm.
And the nation obey these rules very strictly. And compared to the other countries dealing with this issue, Turkey ranks one of the when we look at the toll rate, when we look at the death toll, Turkey one of the lowest death all over the world. This is because of our capacity, as I said,
Mhm.
and also our capacity to deal with the intensive care unit and our technology. Therefore, Turkey, one of the, I think, model for African countries to deal with this pandemic.
Exactly. Talking about model and knowing that some African countries has less infrastructures and equipments, how do you expect to get in touch with them? What are your plans to work together with them in order to guide them as the model, as you've just said?
Mm-hmm. One of the most important things to deal with this pandemic is also to have enough capacity to protective equipment. And for example, you should have enough tests, diagnosis tests. You should have enough ventilator and enough doctors, of course, enough infrastructure, enough intensive care units. But masks and other protective equipments are also very important to deal with this pandemic. And one of the other role of the Ushas, as I said before, to supply these equipment to other countries. During this area, we did to certain African countries. For example, we sent certain medical devices, 8 ventilation machines, and 30,617 medical supplies items, and 40,000 corona diagnosis kits to the Nigeria, for example. Again, to Somalia, we sent again 1,412 medical devices, 36,000 medical supply items, again 20,000 corona diagnosis kits to the Somalia and Djibouti and other countries as well. Therefore, we can as a Ushas, we are ready to our counterparts. We are saying this. We are ready to supply these protective equipments and other machines and devices as soon as and as quick as guaranteed as possible, since this is the governmental organization. And these are the protective equipments issue. And also, since Turkey achieved this during this area to deal with this corona, we can also supply some consultancies to our African friends how to deal with this pandemic. Which measures should be taken? In what are the steps to deal with these, COVID issues? When the curfew should be taken? When the restaurant should be closed, etc. All experiences of Turkey are ready to share and we are ready to explain these experiences to our friend countries of Africa.
That's great.
Yeah. Among the countries you've just cited, I would like to remind that Natural TV, as a unique Turkish channel, makes diffusion in those countries. So you probably have something to tell our viewers in terms of health tourism. So what would be your comment on that topic?
Turkey has enough capacity to deal with all cases, in all treatments, and compared to the other countries, in Turkey the prices are reasonable, and during this COVID area it's also tested. Our health system is tested, and at the moment you cannot go to United States. All the hospitals are full. But when we look at this term in Turkey, the rate of occupancy in our hospitals 50%. That means we have room. We have still room for other issues to deal with. And you cannot, at the moment, you cannot go to Europe. You cannot go to another country, but you can come here. Our system are enough capacity, enough doctors, enough ventilation, and enough machines, and enough drugs and other equipments we have. And during the COVID area and afterwards, we are welcome to our health tourists in Turkey.
Yeah.
Well, as you said that there are so many free space in our hospitals, and we are building some new hospitals in Turkey too for that pandemic and the other issues. So Turkey is doing really good in this pandemic, fighting against the coronavirus. But I would like to ask you, how do you estimate the level of Turkey and African relations amid to fight against coronavirus?
As I said before, in Turkey now the pandemic is getting over. Hopefully, in the very near future, we are expecting it to decrease, and right now it is diminishing.
Yes.
And in the very near future, hopefully, it will over. But our capacity and our experiences are, as I said, we have new hospitals, and yesterday President Erdogan said that these hospitals are just only and mostly for the health tourism. In Istanbul, very close to airport, in the airport actually.
Yes.
For example, a patient from Nigeria or a patient from Ghana will directly came to the hospital with the flights. It's very, very convenient way to transfer, and because of our experiences to COVID, all the patients will be coordinated by Ushas, and their cases will be uploaded our system and well coordinated during the takeoff and during the plane and during the welcoming areas. All the patients are well coordinated, and all the measures will be taken very strictly, and they will came to Turkey, and with our city hospitals and new hospitals, they will be served very well.
Right now, the virus is not that expanded in Africa, it's not that serious, comparing, of course, to the other continents. So when we are talking about patients transferred, I want to ask you this question, but in the wide topic, how serious should the disease be before the patients get transferred to Turkey? And what are the most cases that you've encountered before?
For example, the patients, if these patients couldn't get treatment in their home country, of course, we are welcome to them. Turkey is ready for them. And as a classic health tourist, for example, a patient who are suffering from oncology, who are suffering from cardiovascular surgery, or brain surgery, or organ transplantation. These are the big cases,
Yeah.
And maybe in their country there are not enough capacity, sufficient capacity to deal with these cases. But in Turkey, we are very successful to deal with these issues. For example, a person who needs brain surgery or other issues, first we need the documents that this person, this patient, it's documents that what are the first operations are done in their own country. Then we are taking these documents in our hospitals, sending our doctors, and they are saying that this is the case, we will do this, we will do this operation, this is the
process.
This is the process, this is the time, etc.
Yeah.
And then the visiting planet, and hopefully in the very near future, the Turkish Airlines will start to its operations. But after the COVID, we are also taking care of, these patients should also be COVID negative, not only suffering from these diseases, but also he or she should have COVID negative, and we will do also in our airports their tests. You know, Turkey has own tests, own capacity to test. We will do this and welcoming to these patients to our hospitals, and with very well coordination with our transfer cars and our translators, etc. We will take care of these patients in our hospitals.
All right, that's great. So from the beginning to now, we're saying that the Turkey's success rate of the health and the health tourism and fighting against the coronavirus and the others, and we are seeing the world, the other European countries and the big countries which are not good enough fighting against the coronavirus as Turkey. And I would like to ask you that how will it affect the health tourism, the fighting the coronavirus against the success rate of the Turkey? How will it affect the health tourism?
It will affect positively, of course. We are waiting since we are tested during this era. Before the COVID, we were telling that compared to Europe, we are good and we are best in certain branches, and we have certain hospitals and technology, etc. But during the COVID era, this is tested, not by words, by action. Turkey achieved that its health capacity is very well, maybe superior than European and other countries as well. This is the case that all the patients needs the best place to get treatment. But again, our prices will not increase. Even if Turkish health system is tested during this area and passes successfully, we will not increase our prices. Again, our prices will compare to European and United States prices will be lower. And this is the reason why the African patients should choose the Turkey as a health tourism. And of course, we have very much connection with the African as well, with our Turkish Airlines. And this is the reason why the African patient should also choose the Turkey. And also the Turkey is also is a good destination as a tourism as well. Not only the get cure, but also the visiting places and the history and our cultural. Culturally we are very close to Africa as well, and yes. Therefore, and we are very partner. We are very equal with our African friends. They are our friends. We are seeing like this. They are our brothers and sisters, and we want to help them. This is the reason why African people should choose Turkey.
Mr. Mehmet Ali, we are heading at the end of this interview, but before that, my last question is going to be, how do you review the African and Turkish relations in terms of health tourism right now, and how would you evaluate it after the coronavirus?
At the moment, before the COVID, it was good, but there is so much room to develop. And after the COVID, it will increase. I am waiting. These relationships will increase, and most African people hopefully will choose Turkey. Not to, as far as I know, some wealthy people in Africa are going to Europe, and some, middle income level people are, lower income level people are choosing India and other countries. Before the COVID, as far as I know, this was the case. But this era tested and showed that both wealthy people came to Turkey, since our health system is superior than Europe and United States. And also, Turkey also served for the middle income level people, since our prices are lower than the again United States and Europe, and affordable. And therefore, this is the reason why our relationship in the health tourism case will increase in Africa and Turkey. And in the near future, also we want to help those countries to get better their health system as well. We are not seeing the situation just on the patient transfer. Okay? In our branches, in our facilities in those countries, we can help our friend countries to develop their infrastructure as well. Since you cannot solve your health system solely by health tourism, you should invest your health capacity. And we have experience of this as a Turkey. We have the Ushas is the tool to is a very effective tool of Minister of Health to deal with these issues, to ease these issues, to as a company very dynamic and very active, we can do this. And at the moment we are supplying those equipments, those machines, those devices to these countries. But after the COVID, we can actively again continue to patient transfer first, and give consultancy to develop and to supply medical equipment and drugs and consumables, etc. By 3 ways, we want to help our friend country and to increase these relationship between our countries.
Right, that's great. So
Yeah.
I think it was a really good interview with you, and I'm so pleasure to be here. But I would like to tell you lastly, would you like to add anything would you like to say anything to our viewers, to our African brothers and sisters?
Okay, I love Africa. My last visit before the COVID was, as I said, to Africa. I was visited Djibouti and Nigeria, Morocco, and hopefully after COVID again, my another visit, the first visit will be to Africa as well.
That's great.
Inshallah, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Mehmet Ali Kılıçkaya. You are the president of Ushas, which is an international organization inside the Turkish ministry here in Turkey, and we are very honored to ask you all those questions and to get, of course, your answers that I'm sure would be of a very importance to our viewers, and hopefully they will consider their choices next time they're going to choose to which countries they should visit in terms of health. And thank you very much. It was an honor.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.